Well, if you're a fan of CSI and forensics shows, you'll enjoy meeting a local man who helps solve crimes in private cases worldwide.
His name is Jim Stafford, and he's a musician and a recording engineer. But as On Your Side's Jeff Vallon finds out, Jim especially loves the sweet sound of justice.
First thing they did when they came in the hotel room is turn the stereo up really loud, try and have their conversation without detection.
Jim Stafford is helping law enforcement by going behind the music to find what suspects are saying in a bugged hotel room.
And so we can actually hear what they're talking about, and that can be quite important in some cases.
Already a man of music, it was 2005 when he first put on a detective hat.
The homicide investigator for the 7th Circuit here, now Chief of Police for St. Augustine Beach, came to me.
More recent cases include the 2017 capital murder trial of Sean Alonzo Bush in St. Johns County. Bush killed his wife, Nicole, in 2011 with weapons including a baseball bat.
Before he left the house, he attempted to hide the bat in a couch in the living room of the house.
While a suspect, he'd asked permission to go back into the house. Police allowed it, but secretly recorded it.
With the hopes that they would capture him on video going into the couch to hopefully retrieve the bat.
He did, but Bush shut out the lights while he was at it, leaving police only with before and after images. That's where Jim came in.
Pixel differences between the two images, and because he had those measurements, was able to determine exactly how far the couch cushion had been moved, was very instrumental in our office being able to obtain a conviction.
Another case, a local woman accuses her husband of physically abusing her and their 11-year-old daughter. No one had believed her the night she presented divorce papers.
He became infuriated and grabbed the papers I had in front of me out of my hand and threw them into the pool.
She says her husband then proceeded to rough her up again.
And I turned my head and I saw that my daughter was videotaping the incident through the crack of the door.
The next day, her daughter was fishing the papers out of the pool.
And she'd been listening to music and the phone fell in the pool. At that point in time, that video was just lost.
Along with hope, until she found Jim.
I met with the Apple people several times. They said there's nothing that you can do.
They thought it was hopeless, but he didn't give up on me.
It took several weeks, but I was finally able to get this thing to hum back to life.
And with it, freedom.
We were living in chaos and fear just on a regular basis, and we would still be living like that.
Jim Stafford, musician at heart, but he says it's the sound of justice that might be the sweetest music to his ears.
If you can help get the answer, and it brings closure to whatever it is, then that's a pretty cool thing.
It changed our lives.
With Jim Stafford at Eclipse Forensics, Jeff Vallon, First Coast News, On Your Side.